is Ageless Balance. We are going to do today a posture check. Just making sure we got back of the head to the tailbone in a straight line, shoulders right underneath the ears. That's it. That's what it is. So you don't want to go way far back. You don't want to let yourself roll forward. Concentrate on chin to chest, making sure that distance doesn't change. If your chin's coming down to your chest, you're stressing the neck, you're stressing the back. You're tightening up those muscles by stretching them, and then you go and make a turn or a twist, and you put all kinds of strain on the muscles. So don't do that. All right, don't. I'm warning you, don't do it. You'll get hurt. Bring the shoulders, little tiny circles, going back. Start small. We just want to get some rotation through there. Get some range of motion through the shoulders. Bring the arms out. Start coming out and go as big as you can. You thought there was a discrepancy in my shoulders before, Nancy. You should see it now. Around and around. Just as far as you can go. And back down. We have to go forward now. Same thing. Starting small and then getting a little bigger with each one. All the way around. Make sure you've got that posture yet. Tailbone, back of the head, straight line. Right down there. Shoulders back, under the ears. Let's go into the legs. Taking leg up and back down. So start out with just the heel up and then the other. It's a pedal. It's a pedal. Bring it up. Bring it up. Knees, toes, hips, all stay in alignment. Don't let yourself go with the knees in or the toes out or pigeon-toed, whatever. You want to make sure everything's lined up right straight in front of you. Like that. Like that you do, but you still have that shoulders back, neutral posture. And then as you do this, start pulling the foot up off the floor just a little bit. If you have to, grab onto the bottom of the chair. Remember, form before strength. You always want to make sure that you're staying in that neutral posture so you don't hurt your back. And then bring them up. If you're bringing the foot up and you can't get it up without bending forward, grab onto the back of the chair, roll the shoulder blades back. And if that doesn't work, then just bring up the heels and just do it that way and just try to get a little higher, pushing off the balls of the feet. So whatever works for you. Up and down. So that was warming up the hips, warming up the knees, ankles, arms out to the sides. And we're just going to bring a cross body and do a big hug, big hug. Reach around, walk the fingers back along the shoulder blade. And then remember which arm's on top. Remember which arm's on top. There's going to be a test later. The other side, same thing, other arm on top. That's why I had you remember. I say that because I forget every time. I have no idea which arm was on top. Take some deep breaths while you're doing this so that you can stretch out the upper back. And out one more time. Bring the arms across. Reach. Walk the fingers back. And release. Back out. Shoulder blades back. And down. Hip flexion. We're going to bring this up with a tuck. So where before you were just doing that little march, see if you can bring the knee up for a tuck. If you need to, grab onto the shin bone. Up and squeeze it. Again, making sure toe, knee, hip, shoulder all line up all the way through this. Up. Make sure that that's not coming to the middle. Instead, use that hand to help pull it up, get it as high as you can get it. Make sure the shoulders don't roll forward on this. I say that because mine did. Up, because I did it. Lift it. And then again, you can also do this by hanging onto the edge of the chair. Make sure when you're doing any of these exercises, quick note, that you have your butt out to the edge of the chair. So that glute fold right where the butt and the hamstrings or the back of the thighs come together. That little fold right there, that's what you want on the edge of the chair as you do these. So it's more important that you get here and then use a modification, tuck and tuck, so that you have that form, but you're out here and you're getting the most work out of the exercise. If you go back here and do this with your back against the back of the chair, you're getting very little out of it. So try to get yourself out, out, out. Feet apart. Shoulder blades back, and just come on down. You're the next contestant. Use the hands. Make sure you're leaning into the arms as you come down, or into the palms of the hands on the thigh, so that you don't hurt the back. And then just use the hands right now to push. If you don't, that lower back is getting a lot of strain before it's warmed up. We don't want a lot of strain before it's warmed up. Back down. Again, I'm trying to keep you safe. I don't want anybody getting injured. Push up through the hands and up. And now it gets fun. See if you can take your hands off the thighs, roll the shoulder blades back, and bring yourself up with an exhale and back down. You can do the arms up, roll the shoulder blades back to come up. And if that doesn't work, hands back on the thighs. You don't want to feel any tension in that lower back. Nothing at all. Right there. Arms out to the sides. Rotation. Bring that front arm around, back arm goes too. This is the shoulder that's doing the work. Reaching across doesn't accomplish as much. Taking the shoulder girdle, keeping it in a straight line, and then rotate. Get around as far as you can. Make sure that you're not bending the knees, hips, that as you do this, you've got feet flat on the floor. Just that shoulder girdle's moving. And back to the other side, same thing. Around one more time each side. Take your time. As you get to the very farthest you can get, remember, back shoulder's the important one. Front shoulder's just going to follow along. Exhale right here. And bring it back. One more time on the other side. And back. Hip hinge. Feet apart into just a little bitty hip hinge. And then do that rotation. Shoulder girdle turns, nothing else. Bring it back to the middle. Bring yourself up. Shoulders back, arms back. Right there. Come down forward again into that hip hinge with the rotation. Bring it around as far as you can get. So that's how far the shoulder will go. Reaching across with that front one does nothing for me. It needs to be that entire shoulder girdle so that we're getting the thoracic spine, the middle of the back that does this, does that rotational thing. All right. What are we doing next? Oh, yeah. Arms up. I'm going to go from the other side. We're going to do an archer. So you're going to pull that elbow back. Elbow goes out to the side. Pulling back with the hand right straight back. Keeping the elbow up, butt shoulder height if you can. Don't roll forward. Don't lean forward. And back out. Other side, same thing. You know what it looks like over there. Okay. Back in the other side. Don't let the torso twist on this one. It's just that elbow coming back. Stretch goes through the front of the shoulder, through the front of the arm. And other side one more time. Squeeze. Bring it back. And bring the arms down. Elbow flies. Elbows up. Bring the elbows together. So the elbows are at 90. Upper arm is parallel with the floor. And then open it up. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Feel the stretch through the chest. Coming back to center. Going to feel the stretch through the upper back and out. You're using both arms. And forward. Stretch. Back one more time. And you're good. Hands up over the head. I need to use the other arm to lift it. We're going to just come down. Bringing the hands down and back up again. You're going to feel the stretch coming through the arms, through the shoulders, through the triceps, back of the upper arms. Come up over the top and bring it down. Again, same thing. Lift right up from the straight in the front Elbows next to the ears. Keep the elbows in as much as you can. So the important piece is this, that the elbows stay in. You may not be able to get them all the way up to the ears. That's perfectly fine. But keep them in. Feel the muscles in the chest working to hold those elbows in. We're trying to get strength in the neutral position to keep you strong and your body going directly where it should be automatically whenever those muscles engage. So everything you do, up, back, extend out, and bring it back down. Again, warm up. That was it. Grab a drink of water, and we will move on. You are still going to be sitting on your chair. Sitting. You will be sitting. So if you were standing up and now you're sitting down, doesn't matter. Check your posture. Shoulder blades under the ears. Feet, toes, ankles, knees, hips. It's been 2 weeks, so I can't remember body parts. And shoulders, all lined up, all lined up. Don't let the knees come in. Don't let them flare out. Feet are flat on the floor, pointing forward. Again, we're strengthening the muscles how we want them. We want them everything pointed forward when we sit like this, and we want that to happen every time. To start out with, just pick that one leg up, tap out at a diagonal, and bring it back again. Not bad. Up. Make sure when you pick this up and bring it to the outside. 2 things. When you lift, don't let the shoulders come down. When you go to the outside, don't let the hips turn at the same time. You're taking this foot, staying right where it is. Push it down if you have to. Tap, nice and slow, and bring it back in. Feel the muscles working in the front of the leg, front of the hip, and then they're going to go off to the side to pull it out and bring it back in. Other side up, out, and down, up. Step out, see if you can step just a little bit farther. Bring it in. Watch that stationary leg, that stance leg, that it's not, or the brace leg, that it's not moving at all. The other thing you want to watch is the tailbones, sits bones, that they're not shifting whatsoever. The only thing you're doing is moving that leg in the socket. That's it. That's all you're doing. Out and in, out and in. All right. Arms up. We're going to, at the sides for right now, what you're going to do is reach up at a diagonal. Bring the arm up as high as you can get it. If you can get it up by the ear, perfect. Lean to the side, but keep the spine neutral, and then reach the shoulder up. So just roll the shoulder up and bring it back down again. Other side, same thing. Imagine I'm doing the same on the other side. Reach, shoulder up, and bring it back down. This is hard because I always do the exercises with you. I always do the class whenever I teach it. So to not be able to do it is just a little different for me. It feels uncomfortable. Up, push, roll the shoulder up, and bring it down. This does feel good, though. The shoulder feels better afterwards. Up, reach, back down. Last one, other side. Up on the top, comes up the side, shoulder, elbow by the ear, and reach. If you can't get the arm all the way up here, if you have to be down here, that's fine. Just make sure as you reach over to the side, the torso stays in alignment. Don't make the head come out. Torso stays aligned so that the spine does if the spine does one thing, it twists to the side. That's all it does. Or not twist, it bends to the side. We're going to put that together with the foot out, arm up and over, reach, and bring it back in. Other side, out. Arm on the same side reaches over, so you've got the straight line that goes from the fingertips to the toes. And bring it back down. Up and over. Get that body to lean a little bit, but don't reach. Don't let the torso come down on the side. Torso stays, spine stays straight as you're doing this. Other side, up. Foot out as far as you can get it. Arm out as far as you can get it. Bring it back down. Out. And in, out, And back in again. Leg out, arm out to the side. You're going to bring knee up, elbow down, and back out. We are not trying to touch. We don't need an elbow to touch the knee, because if you do that, you're going to have to lean forward. You don't want to lean forward. You don't, trust me. So you're going to come up, take this leg, see if you can bring it across just a little bit without the sits bones moving. So all of the motion is happening, all the movement is happening within that hip joint. Bringing that knee up, shoulder comes across, so the shoulder blades are rotating, squeeze, and out. So don't just reach across with the one shoulder, with the one elbow. You're bringing both. Back shoulder's the one doing the work to rotate, and out. Keep the spine in neutral, out, and in, other side. Second verse, same as the first, step it out. Knee comes up and across, elbow comes down, and back out. Make sure, so what I wasn't doing was using that back shoulder to help rotate the entire shoulder girdle. I was just reaching across. I want the entire shoulder girdle to roll. To rotate, out. And in, and bring it down. That was fun. Wasn't that fun? All right, back to this thing right here. Elbow fly. Bring it out. Oh my gosh. Elbows to the sides. When you get here, elbows out, right straight out from the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades back as tight as you can get them. All the work is happening in the shoulder blades here, not the shoulders. And then release, coming back to center. Stretch those muscles out that you just used. And again, out to the sides. Right here, roll the shoulder blades back. You want to feel those muscles working all the way from the spine out into the shoulder. And back in again. Out. And in, last one. And arms down. Just right out to the side. So before we went diagonally, this time we're going out, right straight out to the side, bring it back. Out, in, not bad. Make sure that you've got that movement. Only the hip is, or only the socket, just the leg is moving. Sits bones are on the chair. They don't move, they don't rotate. Where you'll see it is in that opposite knee. If you're turning it all with the hips, that knee is going to go with you. So make sure that knee is staying right over the ankle, pointing in the same direction as the toe. Out, in, step, and back in, step, and back, out. Last one, and bring it back in. Arms down on the sides, roll the shoulder blades back. Make sure you get your neutral position. Remember, the arms up over the top. Shoulder blades are back. And bring them back down again. Both arms go up wherever you can get them to. Over the top. And back down again. Take a nice deep breath while you're up there. Into the lungs, fill them up, push the stomach out. Exhale as you come back down. Seated jack. Leg out to the side, arms up. And back in, other side. And back up. Again, take that deep breath when you get arms up overhead. I mean, don't make yourself dizzy doing it, of course, but just think about diaphragmatic breathing, getting the air into the lower part of the lungs. Up where the blood is. And back down. I'm confused. Up and out. Up and back down. Okay, let's not do that anymore because that was way too hard. All right. Hands up. Roll the arms out. That out. So this is the first day I've done these. So I'm learning what I can and can't do. Out and back. Take the hands, rotate, push, and bring it back in again. And in, out. and in. One more time. Shoulder blades are back. Squeeze them right back here, and then both arms go forward. Chin does not come to the chest. You don't lean out. You stay in your neutral right here. All you're doing is rolling the shoulders forward, stretching out the upper back, but you're also going to feel the stretch all the way up the arms as you do that. Bring it back in, bring it down. Palms up, hands next to the neck. And we're going to do a shoulder press up over the top using both arms and back down. Want to make sure that you're not just using one arm. Again, roll that shoulders up as high as you can get them. You come up, you roll high, and bring it back down again. And one more time. And down, and down. Working the shoulders, working these muscles on the side of the neck. The trapezoids. Grab on to the back of your thigh. Pull it up. You want to make sure that as you bring it up, you're rolling the shoulder blades back. Foot does not have to come off the floor very, very high. Remember with all of these, when we do this grab under the thigh or grab anything, if you have a towel with you, you may want to use that or a band to bring that leg up and back down. If this doesn't work for you getting under the thigh, just use the towel or use the band. Get that motion in there. Don't let it tighten up in here, and then you can't lift your leg anymore. Make those muscles work to do that. All right. Up, shoulders back, staying in that neutral position. Out and in. Really important on this one. So if you go back here and sit against the back of the chair and do this, you're not going to feel the work. You'll feel it in the quadriceps. But when we get up here, we want to get the top of the thigh still, but we also want to get the core working. So out. Find that alignment, knee, toe, hip. So modifications for this are, you can scooch back a little bit until you're able to do this. But each time you do it, try to scooch out just a little bit more. Toe, knee, hip in alignment. In, out, and back. Other side. Shoulder blades are back. Knee, toe, hip. And back in, all in alignment with the shoulder above. Right straight out. Make sure you're keeping that good alignment. Out. And back. Couple more. Feel the muscles work here. You only come up as high as you can get. If you can't get up there, that's fine. You take it to where it is. The farthest it'll go. That's going to stretch out those hamstrings. It's going to work the quadricep, wherever that is. Release and back down. Next. Edge of the chair. Find your neutral. Ears over shoulders over hips. Stay right there. Bring the heels up. Again, concentrate on as you come up. Heels come up. Ball of the foot is on the floor, inside to outside. So don't let your foot roll out to the side as you do that. And knees going out. You want it to come right straight up. Everything's in alignment. Shoulders are back. What we're going to do is go into kind of a run up. Actually, it's not a run, it's a jog. You always have one foot on the floor. So it's just how fast can you do this and maintain your posture? So that's getting into a run where you have just that brief second where both feet are off the floor. Not very long because your feet are still bracing you. And we're there. If you need to, you just keep doing the heels. That's always a possibility. Always. That's always there for you to do. Next. Legs up. Hip hinge. And back up. 2 more times. Down. Hold. Bring it back up. Start exhaling as you come back. So try to get the hands off the thighs now. Those muscles are warmed up. They're stretched out. That exhale and tightening up the core, bringing it all together, squeezing those core muscles will help bring you up. Actually, they'll do all the work. Down. One more time. From here, bring the leg up and back down. So you're still wide, plie style, up and back down. You get the shoulder blades back, sits bones flat on the floor. Only come out as far as you can come to get that leg up off the floor and shoulder blades back. If you need to, grab the chair either underneath or behind. You can't see that. Either underneath or behind, but keep the knees out at a diagonal. Knees and toes, same direction. As you lift, 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 and down. Arms up, hands behind the head, elbows back. Get your neutral position. Make sure you're got those elbows out as far as they'll go. And we're going to rotate. We're going to rotate, rotate, rotate. Shoulder girdles, what's rotating. The head just comes with it. So the neck is not moving at all on this one. We want to concentrate on the muscles in the back, the muscles on the sides of the torso that do the rotation. Exhale, tightening up that core as you do it. Bring it back to center, other side. And in, feet out, knee across, raise it up, rotate at the same time, and bring it down. Actually, don't do it at the same time. Do this first. Toes are out at a 45. Bring that leg up. So lift and in just a little bit. And don't, again, it's not knee to elbow. It is rotation on the top. Leg comes across on the bottom and down. One more time each side. Squeeze. And back. And break time. Break time. Next part is going to be seated for one exercise. And then we go standing. Then we go to the floor with the feet. We're not going to lay on the floor. I promise you, we will not lay on the floor. Sit to stands. Remember those? Remember when we used to do those 3 weeks ago? Demo. You guys keep taking your breaks if you need, whatever you need. Okay, so you've got ears over shoulders, over hips. That stays the same way. So bring your feet in, put them in alignment with the knees and the hips and the shoulders, and then come down. Hands on the thighs for right now. And as you come back, it is keeping the back straight all the way up. The only hinging is happening in the hips. Down. Neck doesn't move. None of the spine anywhere is doing any bending forward. Just down and up. All right. All right. So bring the feet in. Heels behind the knees. Get out kind of a plie. Just get the feet out a little bit. This makes it a more stable base when you do this. Hands on the thighs. What you're going to do is do that forward lean. And as you do, you're going to push through the heels. So just bring that butt up off the chair a little bit. Get this feeling up and back down. And if you can, hover. And then back down. Keep the knees behind the toes. So don't get the feet way in, knees way out. And push through the toes because that will hurt the knees. Knees stay right where they are. Out. Push through the heels. And come back down. Practice just making that straight line with the spine and back. Don't let the knees flare out. Don't let them cave in. Like that. Up. Use the hands to help you to keep those shoulders back. And then you're just going to go into a full stand. So from right here, down. Roll the hips underneath as you're coming up, keeping the spine straight to standing. Glutes. Squeeze to bring you in. It's a hip hinge. It really is. It's not a squat. Going back down, hands on the thighs. Make sure the chair's still there. It's always kind of uncomfortable if I don't look. And same thing, nice and slow. Take it down. The slower you can come down, the less damage you're doing to your back. You're not hurting the knees, you're not hurting the hips, but that back, when you just plop down, there is all kinds of stress that's happening up that spine. All those vertebrae are getting compressed when you do that. So be careful with that. That's a lot of pain. So again, hands on the thighs, push up, roll the shoulder blades back to a full standing. Back yourself up to the chair. Push the butt back. Use the thighs. And come down nice and slow. And down. If you can't do this, if this is super uncomfortable, and especially that coming down, which is where a lot of the work happens when you're coming to this point and hovering, use a taller chair. Start with a bar stool. And down. And up. And then you work your way down a little deeper and up. Find another chair or put some books on your chair so that you're not going down as far. The farther down the butt is, the harder it is to go up. And the worst is if the butt is lower. So if you've got a couch that's the seat is springs are compressed and you're down here, getting up from that is really hard. This piece right here from the very beginning to coming up is super hard. Try to stay out of anything that takes you that deep. If you've got a couch or a chair that does that, put something down before you sit down, something that's going to bring you up just a little bit higher. All right, we did that. Hands on. Grab yourself a chair. Grab yourself a chair. Stand next to it. Inner leg right there. Little bend in the knee. Toe, knee, hip right up front. Shoulders. Other leg right next to it. We're going to do a side raise. First thing you're going to do, hold on to the chair so that you can lift that leg up and back down. You may need to start with, anytime we do a leg raise, any leg raise, anything where we're on one leg, you can always start with a toe tap and then pick the toe up. Just right straight, the foot right straight up, and then you can bring it back in. Also, to think about, don't lean into the chair to do this. Don't lean to the side. Your torso lines up over that stationary leg, and this leg comes right out to the side. Don't let it go, toe go out and lift that way, because then you're using these muscles in the front of the hip. We want those muscles on the side to strengthen up to keep the hips stable. So it's out and up. Really concentrate on your torso. I was putting a lot of pressure on the chair. I don't want that. I want just a light touch. But I'm making all of these muscles do the work in that stationary leg. Out and back. Legs are side by side. So what, again, you don't want to do is let that toe roll out or come forward and lift, because now you're using the bigger muscles that want to do it because they can. That's not what we want. We want those weak muscles to get stronger. So the right muscles are doing the work. Out and back. So focusing on these muscles on the side, these abductor muscles. And again, they stabilize the hips so that when you walk, your hips don't go back and forth. Hard on the ankles, knees, and hip when you do that. It also puts you out of balance with every step. And then if anything interrupts that step at all, you're going to go down. Boop. Don't go boop. Boop. Leg side by side. I'm on the other side. I'm going to stack up over that stationary leg. Knee is bent. Foot is flat on the ground. And out. And in. Start small. Start small. Let those muscles get a chance to warm up. And back. Not too bad. Out, out. Right there. If you have to do that, just walk the toes out and then toes up and bring it in. But the important thing is you do it slowly. If you go fast, look, I can do it, but you're not working the muscles at that point. You want to bring it up nice and slow. Whoa, out to the side. That's why the chair's there. I need it. And back in. One more time. Out. Concentrate on the stationary leg, the foot, that it is flat on the floor. Everything starts with your base. If the base is off where the foot is up on the side, you feel more pressure on the outside of the foot, you've got a lean that way. You've put yourself out of balance. You want that foot flat, as much surface contact as possible. And you want that all the time. Out. And back in again. So I do the exhale because it tightens up the core. When I tighten up the core, it brings me right over that stationary leg, and back in again. It does that. That's what it does. Tandem stance. Feet side by side. This right here is not tandem stance. This is the Romberg stance. What we want to do is bring that foot back and down behind. So front knee's going to bend to bring you down. Shoulder blades are back. You want to be right in the middle of your base of support. You got 2 feet on the floor. You want to be right in the middle so you have as much stability as possible. And bring it back up again. So I always start with the chair. Always. And back. And now when you're here, when you've got feet apart like that, or feet stacked, the tandem stance, leave a little room between the toe and the heel so you don't step on the toe. But see if you can let your hand off and back down. Don't let the knees lock. So what happens a lot is on that back leg, we step back and then we lock the knee out backwards. It should have just that little bit of a bend in it. So up, back, and up. If that doesn't work for you at all, instead of leaning more into the chair, don't do the full tandem. Bring the foot back, but keep the toe next to the heel of the other foot. You've still limited your base. And then bring it forward. And little by little, you'll be able to get a little farther. There are a number of people who cannot do the tandem stance. That is very common. So if you can't get there, don't worry about it. You just get as much as you can, feet as close together and front to back as is right for you, is what you're comfortable with. So do the other side, up, step back, hold here, everything straight, pointed forward, and bring it up. If you can, hover over the chair with that hand, but it's got to be slow. Again, this is easy. This, balancing on that single leg while the other leg is moving, is not. And here's where that's really important, is if you're standing, somebody bumps you, you start going that way, the brain is automatically going to know to get that leg behind you and then bring you back to center again so that you don't just go with the flow, which is down. Back and up. When you step back, bring that heel down. Find your tandem stance and bring it back up one more time. Back and up. Heel raises. Heel raisers. Stand back. Stand back. Behind the chair. Shoulders are back. You're in neutral. Knees are bent. So a lot of times with this one, a lot of people will take the knees and let them lock out backward. You want a little bend, a micro bend right there in the knees. Feet are flat. You're going to bring the hips forward so they line up over the balls of the feet and then lift the heels, keeping the ball of the foot flat on the floor all the way across. You should have pressure on that ball of the foot all the way. We like to roll out. We don't want that. We want to work these inner thighs to keep that foot flat and then down. So you're coming hips forward just a little bit. Knees are bent. And back down. Use the chair as much as you need it, but try to limit how much you're using this chair. The other thing is don't let the weight go into the toes. Toes are for balance. They should always be movable. Up. Whoa. And down. Toes up. This one's important. This one is important. Toes up. Toes down. Don't do this. Don't put the butt back. What we're trying to do is work the muscles in the front of the shin. Those muscles tighten up, and they bring the foot up, toes up, knees bent, and back down. Keep your balance. This is very uncomfortable for a lot of people, and a lot of people can't get those. The most you're going to get is 30 degrees out of those feet. So you're not going to be able to get your toe all the way back to your shin. Take what you can get. Weight goes into the heels. You don't move. Use the chair because we're working on those muscles in the front of the shin or the front of the lower leg, front of the shin. Up and back down. Last one. And down. Stay there. Stay right there. Don't move. Knees side by side. We're going to bring the heel up on one foot, working the muscles in the back of the thigh. That's all doing the work to bring that heel up. You're also using the glutes to keep that knee back. What you don't want is that knee to come forward. You want it back. So this is going to limit how high you can get that foot. That's fine. Make sure that other foot is on the floor, flat. Ball of the foot to the heel, full contact. You come up as high as you can get it, hold it for a count, and down. Again, this is really easy. So is bringing the knee forward. You want everything in alignment back there, knee, toe, hip, and just whatever you can get out of lifting that foot off the floor. Feel the muscles work in the hamstring. Those hamstring muscles work in the back of the thigh. And down, up. Knees side by side. They have to stay there. They have to. There's, it's a law. It's a law, of course. Legs side by side. Bring the heel up. Other side. Knees bent. Foot flat on the floor in that stance leg. Up. Squeeze those muscles. Feel them tighten up. One last little squeeze. We are running out of time. And down. Bring it up. And down again. You're doing this at your pace, whatever is right for you. And back down again. Step away from the chair. Arms length. Hands on the back of the chair. Shoulder blades back in that neutral position underneath the ears. Ears, shoulders, and hips always stay in alignment. Chin does not come any closer to the chest. So what you don't want is dropping the shoulders, dropping the chin, and you can see how that spine stretches out in the back, upper back. You get that hump. You don't want that. You want that straight line all the way down. Knees stay over the ankles. Stretches in the hamstrings, right back of the thighs. Use the hands to bring you back up again. Step in as you do and push up. Save the back. Save the back. And save the back fund. And just exhale here. Feel the stretch. It's a good stretch. It's a very good stretch. Push up. We're not going to be able to do my favorite stretch, though. I'm sad about that. All right, ready to step out to the side. Bring the arms up overhead. Deep breath in right here. Let's get both arms up. Exhale as you come back to center, bringing the arms down. Other side, same thing. Out, up. Shoulder blades are back. Deep breath in, stomach out. Exhale, coming down. You're using both arms, hopefully. And back. Last one. Out, up, over the top. Bring it back, bring it down. We're good. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Come back Wednesday. We will have another class, and it'll be just as fun as this one. Thank you.